All right, let's talk about the multiplication algorithm. Okay, you'll also hear this referred to as long multiplication or the way your parents learned how to multiply, and your teacher. So let's start with what you learned on Friday. So if I've got 38 times 4, okay, 4 times 8 is 32. We put the 2 down here and we carry the 3. 4 times 3 is 12, and then we have to add this 3 at the top to 12, which makes it 15. Okay, that's what you learned on Friday. All right, and it's the same thing if it gets, the problems get bigger. So if we did 149 times 6, okay, it's the same principle. Okay, 54, 6 times 9 is 54. We're going to put the 4 here. We're going to carry the 5. 6 times 4 is 24, plus the 5 at the top is 29. So we're going to put our 9 and carry our 2. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 2 is 8. And the answer is 894. By putting, what happened there? There we go. By putting these numbers up in the top, carrying them instead of putting them down in the answer, that's how you were being introduced to to the multiplication algorithm. Partial product kind of got you to thinking about place value. Okay, so let's take what you know and apply it to an additional problem. So we've got these. So let's take 149, and this time we're going to multiply it by 36. Now, we're going to do it exactly like this, and I'm going to show you how. So for this one, I want you to just watch and listen. So we're going to start again. 6 times 9 is 54. Put the 4 down, we're going to carry the 5. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 5 is 29. Put our 9, we'll carry the 2. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 2 is 8. Okay, now you're done with the 6. Now, in order to multiply the 3 as just a 3 and not a 30, okay, because if we were doing partial product, you would use this as a 30. But because we're using the algorithm, we want to make it only a 3. In order to make it only a 3, we need to put a 0 in the ones place. Okay, because all of your answers will be in the 10 spot or bigger. Okay, so in order to use this as just a 3, we have to put a 0 in the 1 spot. That shows that you are moving place values, and now your answers are going to be from here on. Okay, so now we're going to take it as just a 3, and now we're going to multiply 3 times 9, which is 27. And we're going to do it just like you did above. 7, and we're going to carry the 2. Now, to keep yourself straight, cross this off. Don't erase it, just cross it off. All right, 3, we just did the 3 times 9. 3 times 4 is 12, and we have to add the 2 at the top, so that's 14. Put the 4 here, carry the teen. Okay, and again, just kind of get rid of that 2 because you don't need it anymore. Then we're going to do 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 up there at the top is 4. Notice how, because technically I'm multiplying 149 times 30, all of my answers moved over one place value. All right, now we just add. Okay, 4 plus 0 is 4. 9 plus 7 is 16. Carry the 1. 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 4 is 13. And 4 plus 1 is 5. And this right here is your answer to 149 times 36. Okay, so very similar, but you have to remember, and this is where most people get messed up, you have to remember to put the 0 there to show that you're moving place values. All right, so let's do another one together. I'm going to do another one. I want you to take notes. Okay, you can pause the video and try it again yourself if you want. Otherwise, just take notes for right now, and I'll do another one and let you pause the video in a minute. All right, let's do 398 times 56. Okay. All right, so we're going to start with the 6. 6 times 8 is 48. Okay, put the 8 down there, carry our 40. 6 times 9 is 54, plus 4 more is 58. Put the 8 down, carry the 50. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 5 is 23. Okay. Now, we're done with the 6. And because we are moving over to the 50, we need to put the 0 there, which now we can use this as a 5 instead of a 50. 5 times 8 is 40. Carry the 4. Oh, just so happens that we have a 4 up there. 5 times 9 is 45. Plus 4 is 49. 9. Carry the 4. 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 4 is 19. Okay. Now, we just need to add up. 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 0 is 8. 9 plus 3 is 12. Carry the 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Now, 22,288. Is that reasonable for, 400 times 60? Okay, I rounded this one up to 400. I rounded this one up to 60. Well, if I think about it, 4 times 6 is 24. 1, 2, 3 zeros. So there's my estimate. There's my answer. Yes, it is reasonable. Okay, that's kind of another way to just double check yourself. Is it a reasonable answer? Okay. Alrighty. Why don't you guys try the next one? So I'm going to give you the problem, and then I want you to pause the video, and I want you to try to solve it on your own. Let's do a 723. No, let's not even do a 723. Let's just do a 23 times 46. Okay, so pause the video and see if you can solve this guy on your own. All right, so hopefully you have an answer. And let's go through this together and see what we did. So 6 times 3 is 18. So we're going to put the 8 and carry the 1. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Okay, so 138. Now I'm done with the 6. In order to use this as a 4 instead of a 40, I have to put my 0 in the 1 spot. And now I can start with it as a 4. 4 times 3 is 12. Carry the 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. and then I'm going to add. Hopefully so far this is looking good. 8 plus 0 is 8, 3 plus 2 is 5, 1 plus 9 is 10. And think about it. If I were to round that down to 20, and I were to round this up to 50, I would have 20 times 50. 5 times 2 is 10, and I've got 2 additional zeros. So 1,000 is my estimate. 1,058 is my actual answer. Yes, that is reasonable. Okay. All right, I'm going to have you try one more, and then I'm going to let you work. Uh-oh, I'm out of paper. So let's erase one. All right, let's try one more. Let's do a 2-digit by 2-digit. So let's do a 79, excuse me, times 84. Okay, pause the video, solve it, and then come back and let's double check your answer. All right, 9 times 4 is 36. We're going to carry the 30. 4 times 7 is 28. Plus the 3 makes it 31. Now we're done with the 4. I'm going to cross out the 3. Now I want to use this as an 8 instead of an 80. So I need to put my 0 in the 1 spot. And now I can go ahead with 8 times 9, which is 72. 2, carry the 70. 8 plus 7 is 56. Plus 7 more is 63. And let's add. 6 plus 0, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 3, 6 plus itself. And we're going to think about the reasonableness. This could go up to 80. We'll leave this at 80. That would give me 6,400. I got 6636. Very much reasonable. All right. I think you guys are ready. If you have done well and you understand the concept, I think you are ready to go ahead and do the classwork. If you aren't, I suggest rewatching this video in Seesaw. And if you are still struggling, come back and ask me.